Several reporters have been telling me that there's mounting skepticism of AI startups and their revenue potential among investors in the valley. In my view, there are two contributing factors to this cooling off. First of all, there's a very visible say-do gap between the mission of some high-profile AI startups and the products they're shipping. For example, companies are saying they're working on AGI or superintelligence, but their product is actually an AI companion wrapped around GPT-4. Or changing the way people create content but shipping a PowerPoint clone. Or working on agentic AI but building a simple coding assistant. The issue here is obvious. There's no utility. Most of these products look great in a carefully orchestrated keynote presentation. But once people pay the money to use them for a month and realize they need to prompt them 50 times before they get anything remotely useful, they don't renew the month after. Therefore, the revenue for these companies looks like an inverted V, with the peak corresponding perfectly with them going viral on social media. That's not a sustainable long-term way of building a customer base and recurring revenue. Secondly, the post-dot-com days of companies being valued in line with their revenue are over. Today, it's all about the vibes or AI-adjusted earnings. Companies with no product and no revenue are raising hundreds of millions of dollars in a pre-seed round simply based on the fact that the founders came from big tech. The problem is that most of these founders are often researchers who've never shipped a product. In most big tech AI labs, researchers have access to massive compute and mostly work on AI models. If they're lucky, they get to build a proof-of-concept demo before moving on to the next research project. And even the very few that take research into production almost never interface with go-to-market teams. As a result, these startups eventually turn into capital-intensive zombie companies, which unnecessarily burn money on building a huge GPU cluster and training their own models just because that's what they used to do in their research days. They ship a half-baked product and then quietly disappear into the shadows because they can't find product-market fit. They carry on for a year or two in a zombie state until they run out of money and are forced into an acqui-hire. If investors want to break this cycle, they should stop looking for vibes and instead dig for rare gems, with product-minded founders focused on utility and on attaining the shortest path from research to product. Thanks for watching! This is an AI-generated video readout of this week's Computer Speak newsletter. To keep up to date with the latest news in AI and other emerging technologies, subscribe to Computer Speak on Substack.